let's shift gears back to this North Carolina game for a minute. I don't know if you watched much of their first game. It wasn't very pretty. They let Elon hang around way too long, ended up pulling it out. Not the North Carolina team from the national championship, not the North Carolina team of last year. Armando Baycott's run out of his 10 years of college eligibility. Somehow RJ Davis still has eligibility, so he's still out there. They've got a good recruiting class. Hubie Davis looks to be a little bit better of a coach than maybe he didn't get credit for last year. But thoughts on this game? What do you think we need to see to start the season 2-0 and have a top 10 matchup win at home?
To be honest, I'm still terrified of this game. I think there's a lot of name value in North Carolina. I think it doesn't matter that, the roster is a little bit different than what we've seen in recent years. This team and this program is going to be a scary one. Now, I will say all that to be said, we've kind of had North Carolina's number.
That we have. Since Roy Williams left. No, I'm pretty sure North Carolina hasn't beat us. I didn't drop this down before we recorded, but I'm pretty sure we're at least 3-0, if not 4-0, since Bill Self's taken over.
Probably something around there, yeah. I feel like we have a good chance just on the premise of history repeating itself and us, beating North Carolina again. Now, I don't want to have the same experience from that national championship game because I don't want to see us have to try to crawl back from down 20 points. That scares me now. And I will also add, I'm still a little haunted from that exhibition game. I'm going to put that in air quotes for anyone that's not actually physically watching. Exhibition game versus Arkansas, because that game was truly played like an end of season, like winner gets the conference championship type of game. It was scary and we looked bad. And I know it was our first game, and I know since then we've kind of been able to regroup. We kicked Howard's butts, and here we are against another good team. It scares me once we face another good team, another power conference team like North Carolina, not even a blue blood in North Carolina. It's terrifying. I'm not looking forward to the stress level, but I do have some confidence that Bill Self knows how to beat a team like North Carolina. That is very evident, of course, given our past few games.
So here, let me give you the rundown on this game.
Top
10 matchup.
Yep.
North Carolina has, like I said, we mentioned earlier, has not been to Allen Fieldhouse since 1960.
Wow.
They are a top 10 team. They did not look very good the other night. This team is a team of a bunch of guards, good guards, guys that can score, guys that can shoot, led by RJ Davis, a guy that could go for 30 any given night. They are not a very big team, don't have a lot of size, and they don't really play through their big guys a lot. So KU should have an advantage down low with Hunter and Flory. I think KU defensively has more to throw at RJ Davis than most teams do, especially if Shaquille Moore gets to play. I think we'll see 3 or 4 guys switch off on him. But all-time top 10 matchups inside Allen Fieldhouse since Bill Self's been our head coach. 24-4 in that time. 18 of the last 20 have been wins, and he's also had 8 straight victories in the Fieldhouse against a top 10 matchup. So from that perspective, This is a game that you feel really good that KU is going to come out on top. It's going to be a tight game, I think. The fan base obviously is going to be a big aspect of this. This is one of the biggest home games in Allen Fieldhouse history. KU UConn last year was massive, and a lot of people said that's the loudest it's ever been. We think back to that KU Kentucky game, the KU Oklahoma game from about 10 years ago now. We've had a lot of big time games at home, but this is certainly up there matchup wise, marquee name wise. It doesn't get any bigger than Kansas, North Carolina home game, not a neutral site, not a tournament game, just an actual regular season home game to get things going early. If you're trying to go to the game, so if you're trying to go to the game, good luck. You might need to take out a second mortgage on your house to get tickets because, as expected, this game is is going to be sold out. And this game also, the tickets, when I was looking the other day, just for the corner nosebleeds, you're going to spend about $280. That's come down some. It's come down some as we get closer. It'll do that. But yeah, if you find yourself lucky enough to go to the game, soak up every second of it. Go early, walk around the stadium, enjoy the environment. If you've never been to a game at Allen Fieldhouse, first off, you need to go. It's one of the greatest sporting events ever. Best venues. You feel the history around you as you walk around, and I think you're going to feel it there Friday night, as this is two historic programs. I'm going to say the two best college basketball programs in the history of college basketball. The deepest history. North Carolina basketball does not exist without Kansas basketball. We'll be real. Right. You'll see a lot of those shirts Friday night. So yeah, scouting report for me. Go big, dive in with the bigs. Let Hunter and Flory do their thing. Work through them. Let DeJuan be the defensive prowess that we saw in the national championship, where he slowed down Caleb Love and RJ Davis. Let's see the excitement of Diggy Coit and Zeke Mayo running up and down the court, getting shots up. Really, I want to see AJ Storr have a big impact in this game. Obviously, against Howard, nobody really got a ton of minutes, and AJ Storr barely played, it felt like, in the bigger picture. So he still hasn't had a lot of chance to do a lot to impress us just yet. So I think this is a big matchup for him. I think he matches up pretty well against North Carolina with his length and athleticism. So I'd like to see a big turnout from him. But if we see anything from a shooting perspective that we saw the other night, where KU's hitting double-digit threes, hitting 11 threes, sign me up to win night in and night out. Now, again, North Carolina is a better team than Howard, so you might not get as many open looks. But I think if we hone in on what we do best, rebound the basketball and play good defense, I don't see North Carolina coming in and beating us on our home court. So I have this as an easy KU victory. It'll be a fun one to watch. I haven't decided where I'm going to end up yet watching this game. I think Spencer's coming into town to watch it. That's what he said. So I might have to link up with him. But yeah, looking forward to it. Wish I was going to the game. If anybody has free tickets they want to give me, let me know. Or tickets you want to sell cheap, I'll buy them. But should be fun. But yeah, that'll wrap it up on this one. After North Carolina, then the gauntlet continues, because it's Duke and Michigan State.
Gosh.
So we're just getting all the blue bloods this year. And that's, not including what we might see in Big 12 play with the gauntlet of the schedule we've talked about before. And then, of course, March Madness. So, yeah, we'll get into some more of that. We'll see how many game previews and recaps we can get out over the next couple of weeks. But